Hello everyone, and welcome to How Not to Suck at Comedy, the video cast. Don't worry, I won't read like that the entire time. It was just the beginning part. I will not talk like that, I promise you. For all of you that have read my articles before or bought my book, How Not to Suck at Comedy, I thank you. And these will be video casts that will go along with the articles. So I'll visit back other articles I've written in the past. Not ones that were in the book for now, ones that are written after the book that are on my website, hownottosuckatcomedy.com. And then expound on them and elaborate a little more on what's going on with the thoughts I had there, more than that was just in the article. And I hope that some people will watch these videos and go back and read the articles as well. And then if you have any questions or want to continue it further, if you will, we will be able to do that on this website, hownottosuckatcomedy.com. Because there will be a group forum called The Green Room where we can discuss and chat and things like that. Just label on top the article or the video cast, and then we can discuss it. The first article I will be covering is one I wrote that got a lot of attention from the title. It is called Fuck Will Ferrell. I was at a show a few weeks back. I hadn't gone on stage yet. I was just sitting in the back of the club watching the opening acts. The comic just got a big laugh from half the audience, but some of them didn't laugh. The comic didn't say anything offensive. What they said was funny, but just some seemed like they didn't laugh just for the sake of not laughing. As I walked out of the club to head towards the green room, a woman walked out with me. She didn't know I was on the show. She just nudged me and said, "Man, that comic is not funny, right?" I didn't say anything. Then she added, "I never even heard of this comic. They think they can just make me laugh? I know comedy. Never heard of that comic." So I said, "So you have to have heard of the person telling the joke in order to laugh at it?" So, if Will Ferrell, and she cut me off, really excited. It was like, Will Ferrell? Will Ferrell? I love Will Ferrell. Elf is the fucking best Christmas movie ever. And Step Brothers, I can quote the entire thing. So I tried again. I was like, so, lady, if Will Ferrell said what the comic in the club just said, you would have laughed? And she snottily came back and said, "Of course I would. It's Will Ferrell." Fuck Will Ferrell. We've all been there as comics. We try to relate to all types. We want to make our jokes universally accepted. We work hard on editing and crafting what we say so it can be crystal clear and understood. We tell it on stage and people who came out to laugh get the laugh. Because of the hard work we put in, that's why they laugh. But there is a small group of morons in the world that will only laugh when it's cool to laugh. When TV and social media told them to laugh. They had to have cues. You know what I mean? There's a lot of people out there who need to be told something's funny for them to know it's funny. That's why laugh tracks exist. That's why, in videos, if it has a lot of likes, it must be popular. There are people out there who can't just laugh on their own. And if you do laugh on your own, people either look to you to go, should I follow that? Or mock and shame. They don't get it. And a lot of people's, it's really sad, a lot of people's sense of humor is based on what's popular and makes them look good, which is very odd. It's like, if you're a comedian, that's a hard struggle because you're creating things, trying to make funny and for people who don't understand what funny is until they're beaten in the head with it, and beaten in the head with it with a popular thing. It's a weird thing for them. But you try to explain what it is you do, and most comics aren't famous or in movies yet, so they're afraid to listen to them because they're like, well, I don't know them, and they won't like if you think your comedy must be in Talladega Nights, then it must be great. If it's in any other shit Will Ferrell movie, it must be great. If you ain't first, you're last, right? That's funny. Isn't that funny to everyone? You ain't first, you're last. I mean, yes, it was a funny line. But for you to think that's what funny is, a guy who said a line once in a movie, instead of anything can be funny, creating new things can also be funny. Not that it was in a movie. So, most of us will never be Will Ferrell. First of all, he's not even a fucking comic. That's the part that bothers me. He's not even, and I'm not yelling, believe me, the article says it in there, but it's not about Will Ferrell. It's clickbait, motherfucker. It was a way to get people to see it. But this isn't about Will Ferrell. But he's an actor, but you know what I mean. So worrying about morons like this dopey lady and how to make them laugh or enjoy themselves is pointless. You never will. But what you can focus on is the other side of the club. The ones who appreciate all the hard work you put in. The ones who love what you have created and presented. The ones who are laughing because at your bits the way that goofball lady laughs when Will Ferrell kisses a guy in some movie or some shit. Why does he think that it's funny? Is he saying that being attracted to men is funny? I never understood that whole Will Ferrell thing anyway. And not even Sacha Baron Cohen. I don't like Will Ferrell, but I do understand why people find him funny. I do like Sacha Baron Cohen. I do find him funny, but I never understood why kissing a guy is a hilarious thing in 2020. They fucking do it. I don't know. I work hard on jokes. They work hard on kissing a dude. I don't know. I guess they both take practice. I wouldn't know if only one of them. It's not dude kissing. Who knows? Maybe you convert a couple morons when you're on stage. But the key is this. Don't focus on who isn't laughing. A good friend of mine and a great comic, Rodney Norman, said to me when I first started doing comedy, he's like, it's called moth to a flame technique. When you're on stage, don't worry about the people that aren't paying attention. Worry about and focus on those who are. So if you're telling your jokes and there are people on stage that are laughing, work to them. If there are people in the back of the room that aren't, and I know some of you are probably going, what do you mean, Pat? I go on stage, everybody I kill it, everyone laughs. We're alone now. I know there's no one else in the room. You can stop lying to yourself. It happens to everyone, even the most famous comedians. Some people in the room aren't laughing. But many times comedians will focus on the few rather than the big group. And there's no point in that. Instead, make the group of people laughing enjoy themselves so much that the other morons act like moths to the flame and come in and go, wait, what's going on here? Wait, they're all enjoying it? And all of a sudden, like little sheep, they go, ha, 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 I have to laugh too. In a weird way, you become the Will Ferrell of the room. You become the popular thing. But if you go to them and say, why aren't you laughing? Why aren't you getting this? Oh, you don't understand this? Are you trying to cater to them? Or maybe they like this and you think about them too much. You're going to lose the audience that liked you. And you're going to bother them. They're enjoying themselves. Stick with the people that are enjoying you that get it. And the other ones, if they don't get it, they don't fucking get it. You're going to be okay. You're getting paid to be there. They paid to be there. There's a huge difference there. Always remember that. You aren't there for them. They're there for you. And that might sound cocky, but to stand on stage has to be cocky. To be Will Ferrell has to be cocky. And that is true. You are on stage to make everyone laugh. Your job is to make your jokes universal. But if people can't get jokes, there's a difference between you not being able to convey the message in a way where they don't connect and resonate. That's on you. But if they're just morons, and they only can laugh when they're being told to laugh, there's nothing you can do except for make them feel like they need to be part of the group. And how do you do that? By making the other people, the ones that get it, laugh their asses off. And then you come on in. They come on in and they go, ooh, I want to be in the party. And you're like, getting back, bitch. I'm the pretty princess today. We're not all going to be Will Ferrell. But people that see the famous person, you're not Chris Rock. You're not Jerry Seinfeld. No, but they weren't at one point either. So don't focus and kill yourself on making everyone get it. Focus on your group of people that like you. Work with them. Make sure that they're enjoying themselves. They like who you are. They follow you. They get into your shit. And then that will grow your base. Don't frustrate yourself with a few. Don't go after the one hot chick that you know ain't gonna fucking go out with you. Focus on the folks that like you. And then if you got enough bitches in tow, or dudes, doing both ways, you got enough people in tow, that one person's all be like, wait, what's going on over there? Maybe I should be around with this person. Yeah, that's how it works, baby. Thank you for listening to a video cast of How Not to Suck at Comedy. Check out all my articles on hownottosuckatcomedy.com. Go to my Patreon, Pat Oates Podcast Patreon. For as little as $3 a month, you will be getting a bunch of these videos, some sketches I do, my podcast, some great interviews with comedians and other entertainers and stuff like that, and a bunch of other entertainment stuff. Please support me as I'm putting out this here for you. Also go to my YouTube, Pat Oates. You'll find some of these videos on there as well. And make sure that you grab the book, How Not to Suck at Comedy. It is on Amazon. You can get it paperback or ebook. It's a great guide. Over 2 years of articles I wrote, all put in there. And it's a great guide for anyone just starting doing comedy, in the middle of doing comedy, or been pursuing it for a long time. It will help you out there. Thank you so much for joining me at How Not to Suck at Comedy, the videocast.